a few minutes ago. The minute she does her $100 worth of business, she's worth 5 points to me. And when Sonya sponsors Elaine, and Elaine does her $100, then Sonya has 5 points, but Sheila now has 10. Okay? And when Elaine sponsors Donna, then Elaine's got 5 points, Sonya's got 10, but I have 15. Okay? Now the company says that the pay point will never go below $1.80. When we average all the pay points every month, the average pay point is about $3. Okay? So everybody on levels 1, 2, and 3, you're earning 5 points on each, but I can have as many Sonyas as I want. Could you imagine having more Sonyas? And she in turn can have as many Elaines. She can go as wide as she wants to, right? But everybody on levels 1, 2, and 3 are all worth 5 points each. Level 4 is worth 4 points. Level 5 is worth 3. Level 6 is worth 2, and level 7 is worth 1. We pay for levels 1 through 7, and we have compression, which means if somebody quits along the way, life gets in their way, or whatever the case may be, everybody just rolls up one, because we want to make sure we always get paid the points that are coming to us. So let me give you a little scenario of how that would look. If we all just wanted to be silver ambassadors, Sheila, don't ask me to do another thing. I'm just going to go find 3 people because I need that $100. All right? I want that $100 bonus. And we just go find our 3 personals and become a silver. If we duplicate that and ask our 3 to do the same thing, this is what the scenario could look like. You go out and get your 3 people, have them go get their 3 people. You now have 9 people in level 2. Does that make sense? 3 getting their 3. Then those 9 will get their 3, because remember, we're only doing the minimum. Okay? Don't ask me to do anything more than the minimum. Those 9 are going to go get their 3. Now I've got 27 people on my level 3. They'll go get their 3. I've got 81 people on level 4. They get their 3. I've got 240 people on my level 5. Because you see, once you become a silver ambassador, our company pays you for 5 levels immediately. All you need is 3 people doing the one thing. What's the one thing people got to do? $100. $100 worth of business to be qualified. If they do their 3, simple duplication, you could have 1,248 points at the end of the month by nobody doing anything more than becoming a silver ambassador and teaching their people to do the same, who teach their people to do the same. Now, 1,248 at $3 is how much? A lot, right? Yeah, whatever. Yeah, something like that, yeah. I mean, and that's your bonus check for the month, and that's still just one of the 10 ways that you get paid. Here's the best part. 3,740. There we go, 3,700 and some change, right? So that's, how many would like a $3,700 bonus check? Woo! All right, good. I'm going to talk to you right quick. All right, here's what I want to tell you. You get paid on the same people over and over and over again as long as they do their $100 worth of business. As long as they're sharing with a couple of people and they do their 100, you get paid on the same people over and over and over again. How cool is that, right? So, if you're willing to do a little bit more than the minimum, anybody willing to do a little bit more than the minimum? Woo! Good, because here's what's in store for you. If you're willing to do a little bit more than the minimum, you can have a 10, like Sonya. Okay, so here's what I'm going to tell you. When you have 1,500 points, and you've sponsored more than 3 people, okay? You've done more than just a little bit of the minimum. It only takes 6, okay? Well, you want to go wide because we don't live in a perfect world, right? If you're willing to do 1,500 points, build your business just a little bit more, here's what's in store for you. 1, now you have 1,500 times $3, which is 4,500. Figure that one out. 4,500. You now get to share in a little separate 3% global share of the company, which is a couple extra thousand. And you now get to participate in the Lexus program. Say that 4 times, right? And here's how that works. If you are willing to drive a white Lexus, either the SUV, the regular sedan, or the sports sedan, if you're willing to drive that for a little brand awareness, the company will give you $500 extra in your paycheck every month, and you can buy it or lease it, doesn't matter to us. But once you get to the emerald position, you can participate in the car program. Anybody willing to drive for a little brand awareness. That'd be good. And you get a paid vacation for 2 to Maui, Hawaii. That includes your airfare, and it's just not like a hotel. It's like the hotel only has suites and villas.
Beautiful.
And private beach. Oh, and they pay for your rental car. You gotta have a way to get to the airport to the hotel. And you get reimbursed for all that before you even get there. Okay? It's just crazy. And then they treat you like, oh my God, okay. So we're sitting in a meeting. Last year we got Maui Jim sunglasses. First year that our first Emerald Extravaganza, there was only 5 of us, and that's a whole other story, 4 of us. But the first one, that's had about 37. And then I think last year before last, we had like 132, something like that, people there. And this year we're over 300 people that were there. So, because you can bring a spouse. Oh, by the way, you can bring somebody with you. Okay? No, it does not have to be a spouse. I mean, you might. So that in the meeting they go, okay, how many of you got Maui Gyms last year? So we raised our hand. Now, how many of you lost your Maui Gyms from last year? And a few people raised their hand. And I thought, oh my gosh, they're going to give the new people Maui Gyms, and then everybody that lost their pair, they're going to get a new pair. And I'm thinking, did I lose mine? No, I didn't lose them. But guess what? No, everybody got a pair. Not only did you get a pair, but your guest got a pair too. So you walked outside of the meeting, which we had, what, 2 2-hour meetings the whole week we were there. It was a tough life. And so we had these meetings, and you go out and pick out your marriage. I mean, they just treat you like royalty. So not only do you have $1,500 times $3, not only do you have the extra $500 coming in from the car program, not only do you have the 3% share that you're in a pool with, and not only do you get to go to Hawaii, I mean, it's pretty amazing. And so, how many emeralds do I have in the room?
Woo!
Oh, I'm losing weight, but not that quickly.
Okay, so Amy's got 1 minute to tell you about her adventure in Maui.
Only a minute?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I've traveled before, but I'm telling you all, I don't care if you've been around the world, Plexus treats you amazing. Amazing. Like Sheila said, all suite hotel. The luau we had was incredible. That ended our week. They even had flamethrower dancer people, and they put Plexus in flames. That was really cool. It was all you could drink. Not that I was drinking. And it was all you could eat. And we had a reception. And like she said, 2 2-hour meetings, which I wanted more, so I was stalking them. I followed her to the, she doesn't know it, but I followed her to the waterfalls. You know, I was just trying to gain the knowledge of Sheila, Medina, and Sonya. They thought it was by accident, totally. But we had a welcome reception when we got there. Everything was decorated. It wasn't just like coming into a plain old party. I mean, it was to the nines. It was amazing. I mean, you can't describe it. Pictures can't even do it justice.
What happened at 7 o'clock every night?
7 o'clock at night was the drop. You got to come into your room at the end of the night, and there was a gift. There was a Plexus Emerald Extravaganza picture frame. There was a coconut candle that smelled like coconut, and it was in a coconut. What else? Oh, we got Plexus Slim while we were there. That was the first day. We got, in case you forgot, your Plexus Slim, which we have extra 7-day packets that we can give out. So, you know, of course I gave them out already. What else did we
Your
get?
bag. Your bag.
Oh, the Maui Gyms, of course. Yeah, that was amazing.
Your Plexus bag.
Oh my gosh, the bag.
Let me show you.
Yeah.
And the towel.
And the towel. Oh, and then a bag that was waterproof. Oh yeah.
And then we got towels that were shaped like a surfboard.
I'm contesting mine away to my team.
Woo!
Yeah. It was awesome.
Thank you. So, have 3,000 points times $3. You got everything that the Emerald gets and an additional 1% share. So that's another couple $1,000s. You got the couple $1,000s coming from the Emerald pool, a couple $1,000s coming from the Sapphire pool. You have 3,000 times $3. So you see where I'm going, right? And then the ultimate place is, of course, the diamond position. And at the diamond, a couple things change. Not only do you get everything that the Emerald got, and you get everything that the Sapphire gets, but at Emerald, you can decide to trade in the white car or keep it, because by that time you can do both. I kept both mine. But you can now pick out a new Lexus, black in color. You can get the sedan, which I have. It's like, well, the first time I drove it, I went to the grocery store. I don't do that very often, but I went to the grocery store, and I got in the car, and I couldn't lock it. And so I called my husband. I was like, okay, this car is so fancy. I don't even know how to lock the things. And he goes, well, did you do this? I'm like, yeah. He goes, did you do this? And I was like, yes. And he said, did you turn it off? And I'm like, oh, please. Really? I'll just call you back later. Right? So I turned off the car, and it locked me out. It's so quiet. You don't even know it's running. I do it all the time. What's wrong? Everything's touching. Anyway, or you can be like Sonya, and you feel like you need a convertible. Okay? Yeah. And then we have friends that also have, what are those? SUVs, the large SUVs. Yeah, the fancy ones. But they're black in color now, and now they give you $1,000 a month towards them. So if you're willing to drive a black Lexus, your choice. That's cool. And then you get some diamonds. You can become a diamond ambassador. Some Rolexes are out there for you. The guys get diamond rings. So there's a lot of things happening for you. You get a little extra everywhere you go. The company's just really extra special to you. And last year in 2013, I was the only dumb when we were at convention. And then just a couple months later, Helen and Sonya became diamond. And so when I was on stage, I said, there's enough room for everybody to become diamonds. And when we came back this past year to 8,000 people at our 4th year convention, there was 33 of us, 33 diamonds, okay? And what I'm telling you guys is there's enough room in these tri-states, whatever these 3 states are, that you can have lots and lots of emeralds and sapphires and diamonds. You have none.
Yeah.
Lots of room to grow, and you can do it. You just have to believe. And we're going to talk a little about that in a few minutes. So what if there was no inventory required, virtually no risk involved, and you could actually keep your job while building your Plexus business? Would you be interested? Okay. Well, the only way you can be interested is if you got something to sell that people really need. And so I'd like to bring up my friend, Diamond Ambassador Sonya
I can listen to her all day. It's just like music to my ears. It's so fun to hear the beginning, you know, when it really started. I mean, she was one of the 30 people, really. Yes, let me just share with you. I did not lose 100 pounds on Plexus. My story is a little bit different than some. But when I started Plexus, Helen said to me, my best friend of 21 years, she said, I know we said we'd never do another network marketing. Some of you have done 1 or 2. Some of you, this is your first. Some of you have done 4 or 5 like me. Anybody? And, you know, I have been searching for, it was always that, the timing of, it wasn't the right product with the right company at the right time. When you get all 3 of those things together, that's when the perfect storm happens. And for me, I suffered with fibromyalgia for a couple years really bad, and then a few more years. But so I was really looking for something for my pain. I was looking for something for my cholesterol. It was always extremely high. Even when I would be at my healthiest, it's just hereditary. So, and I did struggle with 25 pounds up and down, up and down, up and down. And the older I got, you know, the more they stayed. You know, I'd lose, and then some would come back, and it's just harder to get it off, you know? So, any of you relate? You can look at a donut and gain 3 pounds, and, you know, it took you a month to lose it. That was where I was at.